selling my firstborn child. Another exit has been completed. Papers here are going to determine the future of my firstborn child. My name's Jaffer Ali. I have a few companies under my belt and I've done a few exits now. And if you know this brand, PrettyBoy&Co, you'll know I started this back in high school in 2016. So it's been built, it's opened a lot of doors for me, but it's time to let it go. And I'm happy and excited to share this moment with you guys. My pops gave me this a long time ago, said when you sign up for millions, you're gonna make that happen, you know. Gonna go on, we got the purchase agreement here. Pen to paper, and it's done. February 12th, it's a wrap, baby. Origin story, let's get to it. PrettyBoy&Co, a company I started in 2016 with a few buddies of mine. I'd especially give a shout out to my partner back then, Mots Benson. We built a crazy monster, especially for back then, and he's killing it now with what he's doing. So a little background on it, PrettyBoy&Co, we started in 2016. I was still in high school at that time. And if you were around for the journey back then, you would have seen what a crazy takeover this really accumulated to. And it's really crazy to reflect on how far we really grew from what it was. None of us had any background in clothing, branding, didn't even really know how to do that. We were just reselling sneakers at that time and just got presented with the right opportunities, timing, and God's plan with it that we were able to grow and really open a lot of doors. Multiple pop-ups from Oakland to Fairfax, in Los Angeles, and having crazy lines and support at both of them, and really just selling out a lot of capsules, meeting a lot of people, and all the memories and everything's really just flying back at me right now. From anything from having Trae Young pop out in our gear, Bronny, Bryce James, Michael Porter, a lot of LaMelo Ball, Mangelo Ball, shout out Jello. So I really think it is really crazy to think about how far we've came in just such a short amount of time. You got a lot of companies who took 20, 30, 50 years to maybe not even accomplish what we've done in such amount of time. Next year will be a 10-year anniversary, so it is crazy to see and let this thing go, but I'm excited for the next part. So now you might be asking why I'm selling. I'm selling just due to the fact clothing brands have a lot of time, a lot of capital investment, and I just outgrew it. So I feel like I've built it to a certain part now that it's ran its course. I've had opportunities come to me that beyond my imagination. I've met a lot of great, amazing people through this journey, and this is where it all started. It opened up a lot of doors for me. It taught me how to do a lot of things business-wise, from shipping and fulfillment, customer service, logistics, how to deal with inventory, cash flow management, all really early on. And the best way to do that is just by starting a business and learning yourself. Didn't have a mentor with it, and it was just me and Mots really just grinding it out and figuring out how to seed stuff, planting, leveraging network, and all of that really taught us these skills early on to now that we can apply in all of our other businesses and really grow as business owners and CEOs. Other reasons why I'm selling is just to free up time. I've had a lot of other time commitments with other businesses that I need to continue to build. And this has just been sitting on the back burner as I want to hand that off and have someone who really wants to treat this as a priority, that will make sure everything that is needed will go into this company. And I really want to just continue to see it grow. And I think that these guys that are going to take hold of the reins and move on to that next spot will really be able to seed and nurture what PBC needs in order to reach that height, reach that next level. So I wish them all the best, and we'll continue to see what we got next. Reflecting now on a lot of the stuff that I've learned over the years, you definitely need to start a business to understand how to play 10 different hats at once, understand a lot of the skills that go into it, and it's not just as simple as slapping a logo on and moving from there. Understanding relationships with manufacturers. My first time I've ever ordered overseas manufacturing was through this company. From printing in the garage with my homie Casey, shout out to you, that first batch of 60 tees to the first night of taking the tees and posting on my story like, hey, if you buy a tee, I'll personally hand deliver it to you. Pulling up in the Bentley, giving all the tees out, selling them all, and selling all 60 that first night. That's what really opened up the door into being, hey, we have something here. We got a winner. So from all that to ordering thousands and thousands of t-shirts from overseas, manufacturing with this company, manufacturing with that company, different collabs that we've come across with Jelly Fam, multiple other collabs that we've done, likeness in NBA games, NHL, NFL, crazy entire seeding process and just reach really from all what it was. Originally it was just on Gildan t-shirts. What really made an entire empire is just truly crazy, and it's all just flushing right back to me right now. It's just crazy experiences from trying to figure out how to do our first pop-up, how to pay for that, and really just coughing up a lot of money that us as young kids just didn't have, and trying to make things happen, dealing with customer issues, the countless photo shoots, campaign shoots. Oh, like I'm running back through it all. So now after reflecting about everything, I just want to take a moment to thank everybody, thank God, and really just sort of reflect anyone who's ever been a part of this journey, whether you bought something, you photographed in it, or even if you just seen what we were doing from afar, and whether you support it or not, I truly appreciate you. From all the countless videographers, photographers, models, all the people who helped open us doors, my boy Chance, Apon, Mats, everyone who helped really build this monster and empire into what it was. Shout out to everyone who supported from day one, whether you were copping to be featured on the Snapchat story and Instagram story back then, or you were just copping just to support us and the brand. I really do appreciate that. So I definitely want to take that moment and just say thank you to everyone who was a part of the journey, who witnessed the journey and really gets to see what we accomplish next. All those people who have a brand, a clothing brand, e-commerce brand, whatever it is. If you have a vision, an idea, a brand, e-commerce, clothing, whatever it is, I want you to take this win right here. I'm sharing this win with you. This is a win together for us. Whether you're ready to give up, you don't think it's gonna work, or maybe you just wanna refresh and revamp and you need some more inspiration. Take this moment, take this win, use it for whatever fuel you need to do, and continue to keep going, continue to keep pushing. I never would have thought this moment would have really flourished into what it has kind of gone. Even as I look back and think about what this logo means, what this brand means, how far it is, I really never envisioned the sort of distance we could have covered and what we've accomplished. It was really just, hey, we're just gonna continue to ride the wave and see how it goes day by day. So if you're in that spot, you're not confident in what you're doing, you're not sure of where it's gonna go, just take it day by day. I promise you, from all those who have accomplished this much and all those who have accomplished much more, you continue to figure out what you're doing day by day. No one really knows what they're doing. You will continue to do the work for whatever is due that day, turn around and look at the entire empire you sort of built. So continue to build, continue to keep going. And if you have that vision, don't let anyone else sort of get in that way, and keep punching. So I'm sharing this win with you guys. It's a win for us. And tomorrow's a new day, rent's due, so let's get back to it. Now that I've sold this, everyone's asking what's next. Currently, right now, I have a media agency that works with real estate brokerages. That's continuing to grow. We hired now 14 employees, so continuing to build that. I also have the consulting firm, a lot of you guys may know as Unlock the Combo. So that I enjoy because I get to take my problem-solving skills from my previous endeavors and now apply it to a lot of the problems that you guys are facing, a lot of the business owners, and I get to meet a lot of great people too. So continuing to build that, continuing to solve other people's problems, to make them more money, make you guys more money, and I really get to see my expertise and my team's resources and abilities and understandings to solve these other issues and unlock that combo. So as I continue to build, I want to continue to make sure I give back opportunity, give back free knowledge and game, and continue just to provide that reassurance to a lot of you guys. I know for myself, when I started back then, there was a lack of that I felt that was relatable to me, whether people were already done and made it, or I just didn't relate to them at all. I want to keep this sort of content going for that person, for my younger self, for someone who doesn't feel like they relate, for the underdogs, the people who won, but the money just hasn't been deposited yet. That's how my pops always continued to instill that in me, that the money's out there, the money's in this phone, tens of millions of dollars, you just gotta figure out how to get it out. So once you unlock that combo to open it up, the world is yours, the money is all yours, the vision's waiting for you. You wouldn't be having these visions from God and from yourself If you weren't destined to have it, if you weren't meant to be that person you need to be. So continue to build. And at the end of the day, I'm just building this Forbes 30 under 30 story a little bit more, building the lore, and taking you guys along the way with me. For any business that does $1 million a year and you need help in content, marketing, branding, contact us at Unlock the Combo, and we would love to come in and sort of rebrand or work with you guys. We work with anybody, all walks of life, from doctors, tech companies, wellness centers, plastic surgeons. We continue to build our portfolio, and as you understand, 2025 is the year of content. If you are not putting out content, you are not known in the space, you cannot do business. Now a lot of these mom and pops, a lot of old school companies are now understanding that and need content experts like us to come in, create branding, create content, make your journey look cool. So if you're doing anything under $1 million, continue to follow us, continue to build. And once you hit that $1 million a year, get in contact with us at Unlock the Combo. I'll be waiting for you. All the business owners, future business owners, here are 3 things that are extremely important that you need to understand. The first factor is the importance of relationships and network. Your relationships are everything. Especially when you're trying to build something off the ground, you have to be able to leverage the relationships you have as well as building more. These relationships will open doors, opportunities, and provide you with resources. If someone is not a biggest fan of you, they're not gonna plug your business in, they're not gonna mention your name in rooms that you are not in. So build good relationships and do good business. Bad business spreads like wildfire. If you do bad business and you have a bad reputation, you're done for. Get out of that industry. So stay true to your word, come through on your promises, do good business, make other people money, and just have some good morals, and you'll be good. Network is your net worth. As cliche as it sounds, 5 millionaires, you'll be the 6th. Continue to build that network, and you'll be able to leverage those opportunities and those resources later down the line. The second point of advice I'd give is building a name. Have your branding and your marketing on point. Having a name that holds weight, as well as building a personal brand, goes hand in hand. For year 2025 and so on, we are continuing to build content, branding, businesses. People want to buy from people. People don't want to buy from businesses anymore. No one likes being sold to. So if I was, hey, I have this, so-and-so, and I want to sell you this, you're getting the door slammed around your face. Build those organic relationships. Be a person, be a human being. Understand what that person is going through. Understand the problems that your specific client avatar, dream avatar is dealing with. Understand how you can solve those problems, and your business will continue to flourish. The third one is don't ask, don't get. As simple as this sounds, a lot of business owners that I personally meet, a lot of people from elite statuses to people that are just coming up, they are afraid to ask. If you don't ask, you don't get, you will never know the answer. The worst they can say is no. Obviously, come correct with the right offer, come polished, understand, hey, what is the benefit that I'm receiving? What is the benefit that you are receiving? End of the day, never overthink this. Opportunities come and go, but if you do not act on those opportunities, you will never know what lies behind that door. Now for people with clothing brands or anything in the e-commerce world, let's get specific. My first point of advice, whether you're a clothing brand, e-commerce, you're selling a product online, get niche specific. Understand who your dream avatar is, why they would want to buy from you, and what kind of service or problem that you are solving for them. Number 2, keep exclusivity at the forefront. Everyone always wants what they can't have. So a lot of clothing brand owners that reach out to me, DM me, ask me all the time, Jeff, I'm looking at doing my first collection. I want to do 150 shirts. What do you think of that? Blah, blah. I want to do 300 hoodies. Do not do that. Do not overextend. Build the hype, build the exclusivity. Start with 25 shirts. My first order was 60 shirts. I kept it exclusive, sold all those that day. You want to have people that want to buy and they go to your site and it says sold out. Now on the next drop, subconsciously they're gonna know I have to be on time on drop day, I have to purchase, or even then too, that's how we created that second resellers market. Now people, I had kids, 8th graders, moms and dads, everyone reaching out to us to buy on drop day, buy extras. And now that's where that initiative of these entrepreneurs kicked in. I had kids reaching out to me to buy 50 hoodies at once and they would resell to their friends because they would know I would sell out and now they can make a profit. So keep exclusivity at the forefront. No one wants what everyone else has. Remember that, be exclusive. Number 3, Use your resources as best as you can. No one out there is holding the same 2 cards that you're currently holding. No one can play your role better than you, and no one understands your situation better than you do. So take whatever resources you have, leverage them as best as you can, and use the opportunities. Stay authentic, stay real, and play those 2 cards as best as you can. Understand your vision and understand your end game. Do you want to be a fashion designer? Are you doing this just to build money? Are you doing this just to build branding? Whatever your vision is, whatever your end game is, understand that and reverse engineer from there. Understand your why, understanding how. All these factors will help you build everything that you need to do along the way to get to where you're trying to go. My next point is marketing and branding is everything. You cannot do business if you are not known. You may have the best quality t-shirt that has ever been made, but if no one understands that and no one sees your name or branding or don't see someone else famous wearing it, they're not gonna want it. So understand it is a culmination of both marketing and branding as well as quality and creativeness. This next point helped me go from $10,000 to $100,000 on these clothing brand drops. Find a manufacturer, build that relationship, understand what a net 30, a net 90, all the ins and outs of the business on the manufacturing side and the networking side, understand that early on. Understand the screen printing versus DTG versus DTF. Understand your craft, learn it better than anybody else. Ask questions. A lot of these manufacturers that I first started working with, I learned a lot because they would answer a lot of the questions I have. Continue to have that curiosity. Don't act like, hey, if I ask this question, they might think I look stupid or I might look embarrassed. If you don't understand a certain topic, ask ChatGPT, ask Google. There's countless videos now, including what you're watching right now, all on YouTube, all on these sources. Back when I was building this, there wasn't as many course guru, course content. There was nothing out there for clothing brands. You would just hear about Ben Hundreds and Nego and all these other crazy names, but there was never no backstory on it. That's where I want to continue to put out this sort of content so you guys can understand what these certain things are, but build the relationships with the manufacturers. That is what really took me from going from 10,000 to 100,000. The leverage that you can get with a net 30, a net 60, net 90, understanding these certain business aspects of maybe you don't have to pay all your cash up front. That is how you're going to be able to grow fast and build wealth. The last piece of advice I'll leave with you is to leverage opportunity and leverage relationships. Perfect opportunity will never come around. So continue to look for opportunity that you can use to build on and hit the singles and doubles. Those home runs rarely come around, but when they do, you have to be ready to strike. So it's a culmination of timing, God's plan, and you being ready for the opportunity. But stay ready so you don't gotta get ready, and you're gonna be good whenever the opportunity does come around. And that's a wrap for today's video. You guys got to see us signing papers with you guys. If you guys stayed to the end of this video, I'll let you know in a secret. This don't even mean nothing. The documents were signed this morning on DocuSign. So everyone looking on the Instagram photos are gonna be seeing all this and that, but we got the content, everything looks good. Understanding that marketing and branding. So under perception is everything. No one wants to see a DocuSign email go through. So that's why I got a chance here. We're building the content right in front of you guys. You need to follow along the journey, tune in. I look forward to working with a lot of you guys. I love when you guys reach out. Get to see you guys at personal events all around everywhere from Miami, Orange County, LA. We're continuing to build Dubai. I'm gonna see you again this soon. Follow the journey. We're gonna keep building right in front of y'all, cooking right in front of y'all like Benny Hibachi. Follow the page, like, comment, subscribe, all that. We're going crazy on YouTube. We're going crazy on all the social media platforms. A win for me is a win for y'all. We're sharing this win together. Unlock the Combo is a way of life. So I love hearing your guys' situations, journeys, everything that's going on from your personal life to your business. Continue to send me DMs, continue to send me messages. I'll help out as best as I can. Unlock the Combo is really a community I want to build. It is a lifestyle of persistence, figuring out what exactly is needed to solve that issue. And we're going to unlock that combo together. And until then, we're gone.